and there's a period in American movies in the 70s, I love those films, that period. I mean, I like modern films, blockbusters, but they don't make those kind of movies much anymore, apart from, there's a handful of directors, Wes Anderson being one of them, who you've worked with a number of times, with some great people as well, with Gene Hackman and these terrific actors that he draws on, and he seems to make that kind of movies. Are they the kind of films that you're attracted to more, or are they just, these are the people who come knocking?
I like authors. I like film directors who write and conceive their own movies, and Wes is a particular favorite of mine. He's very precise. He creates a whole sort of world unto himself. He chooses great locations. I just did about a couple of years ago, I did Darjeeling Limited with him, which was the first time I've ever been to India, and I think it really took Wes Anderson to get me to India. He's fantastic. He's very precise, though. You know, you have to really know your stuff with Wes. And I remember one of those scenes in Darjeeling. I come out of this temple, and he kept retaking the scene, and I was wondering what was going on. And finally, I said, "What's wrong, Wes?" And he said, "There's a comma there. You're missing the comma." So it's always sort of interesting and a little bit experimental to work with him.
But you're not at all how one would expect you to be, I think. I thought you'd be quite a scary person before I met you the first time. Because you often seem to be foreboding on screen.
I like foreboding parts, but it's because I'm such a coward.
So in real life, you're a pushover.
Pathetic.
There's a great... I'm going to show you a clip now. It's one of my favourite Wes Anderson movies, in The World Tenenbaums.
Oh.
And here's a scene of Anjelica with the brilliant Gene Hackman, and it must be a joy to work with, because I love seeing him on screen. No, he's not.
Gene is scary.
He's obviously a complete arsehole to work with.
No, he's not a complete asshole. He's an amazing actor. He's unbelievably good. But if this is the scene that maybe I think it is, it was the first scene I ever did with him in the movie, and we'd been in rehearsal, and I had to slap him in the face, and in rehearsal I slapped him on the lapel a number of times, and it was all good. And then when it came to the scene on a cold January morning, I had kid gloves on, and I gave him a good whap, you know, and I saw the blood rising up, you know, in glove shape on his cheek, and he went, "Damn," like this. And Wes used it, so... Well,
that's not the scene we're going to show, but I wish we did now have that. This is the scene.
Reason to see
this is the scene when you're not punching him in the face. This is the scene, but this is a great scene. Look at this. It's Anjelica Huston in The World Tenenbaums.
I want to thank you for raising our children, by the way.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. You always put them first, didn't you?
I tried to. Lately, I feel like maybe I didn't do such a great job.
God damn it, don't do that to yourself. I'm the one that failed. Or anyway, it's nobody's fault. Plus, it
Why
doesn't...
didn't you give a damn about us, Royal? Why didn't you care?
I don't know. I'm ashamed of myself. I'll tell you one thing, though. You got more grit, fire, and guts than any woman I've ever met. What are you smiling about?
Nothing.
No, what's so funny?
Nothing. Just these little expressions of yours.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll take it as a compliment.
Tremendous movie. It's such a charming film. I love that film. We were talking to Dame Edna about her personal life, and last year as well. You got married fairly late in life, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Why was that? Why did you wait so long, or?
Because I never felt it was right, and I have a sort of preference for rather, what can I say, jumpy men.
Jumpy men.
Well, men who jump.
When you say jumpy, you mean kind of what? Lively men? You mean?
Yeah, lively, rapacious, naughty.
So I see. So naughty men who don't necessarily want to settle down.
You don't want to marry a rapacious man.
You just want to have
not a good idea.
A long relationship.
You want to have them as a yes.
Well, they've put a picture of Jack Nicholson up there. I guess he's the ultimate jumpy man. I guess, is he?
I'd say, yes. Nice picture, actually. Look how young we are.
Wow, look at the two of you there. Are you in touch with Jack still? Do you keep in touch?
Yeah, he's very sweet.
So you'd number him still as a close friend?
A close friend, no. An ex-lover, yes.
It's fairly precise.
Well, yes.
What kind of life do you leave away from the movies? What do you like doing when you're just kicking back and being yourself?
I have a farm I like to go to. I have animals I like to play with. I like to garden. Gardening has sort of taken over my life recently.
And what do you do with the stuff that you make? Do you give it to friends or you sell it?
Yeah, I make jams and jellies, and you know, I present people with Christmas baskets and that kind of thing. It's good.
And do people like your jams, or do you think that the minute you've gone, they go, not some more bloody jam from Anjelica Huston?
No, they passionately love my jams.
You think your jams are popular?
Love them.
It's great to have you. You know, I am so in love with your work, but I so love having you on the show. You're such a joy to spend some time with. Ladies and gentlemen, Anjelica Huston. Thank you so much. Anjelica Huston, ladies and gentlemen.